All right, welcome in. Inside the game. Third rebrand. They probably wondering like, God damn, how many times? I got my boy Judah with me. From Unofficially Retired. We are coming to you today to start something, start a new chapter, hopefully, in the NBA long season. We're gonna get together and do weekly like little topic videos on the NBA. Hopefully, we can keep this up for y'all on the content. Um, I ain't gonna lie, Drew. You put me on to the shorts. I've been gaining a little traction with the shorts and the
Yes,
TikToks.
sir.
Just keep that up.
Yes, sir.
Um, I think I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna take the L, and I'm gonna have to get my StreamYard account paid so I can join you on the live streams for football, and then I can broadcast to my channel. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm probably gonna have to start doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it's all good.
yeah. So y'all gonna be seeing the two channels joining it a little bit more, but definitely make sure y'all check him out. Check out my channel. I was about to say I'm so used to saying our, but it's just me now. But yeah, man. Early. What's today? November 10th. It's early in the season, bro. It's real early. I don't
Mhm.
even think we like a week or two in, but we're gonna jump into some topics today. Always good to start off with the standings. I'm gonna start off in the East first.
Always.
Um, and just basically look at is that good enough for you? Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I can see that perfectly.
Just basically looking at it, like tell me what you're thinking based off of this first little early standing thing. Any surprises, disappointments?
Um, well, like I was telling JC, I ain't really been fully tapped into basketball. I probably seen about if they played all about 10 games. I probably seen about five. I probably seen about half of the games. I've seen pretty much all the marquee matchups. So I say, looking at this, I can't really say I'm surprised by anything. Maybe except that Chicago is up here. Chicago didn't really do nothing crazy. They letting Josh Giddey and Vooch, lead that team over there, and they in fourth. It's working out for them right now. But it's a long season, like you said, so I do not expect it to stay like this. But yeah, I would say probably the Bulls being in fourth is the biggest surprise. I don't know about no disappointments on here. Maybe the Celtics. I didn't think they was gonna be that bad. I did not think they was gonna be this bad coming off, especially with everybody on that Jalen Brown just good as Jason Tatum talk, that they've been on. So he is kind of still getting the same numbers, but as we see, it ain't producing dubs, and that's probably another story for another day. But yeah, that's probably my biggest shock and disappointment on this list right now. I'm not really surprised in Detroit. They started to show us what they could be last year for real. They're starting off hot. Shit, they young, bro. They ready to go from jump. So I ain't really too surprised by nothing on here. Yes, sir. Go Nets.
Oh God. Um, I'm gonna start off with the guys I guess that's not in the playoff race, like you say, it's early, but that right column, I don't think
Mhm.
nobody like Hornets down is necessarily a surprise. I know the Pacers are kind of like, well, the situation with Halliburton, I can
Right.
understand that. Washington is Washington. Brooklyn is a young team. They just getting guys integrated right now. Um,
Don't
then
give them that excuse because I'm out here. They bad.
Charlotte was doing all right, but it's just like LaMelo just can't really stay in there long enough for them to. And then I think the other Miller, he's hurt as well, so they just got the injury bug real bad. But the Magic kind of like is the one that's catching my eye right there. Like you said, it's still early, but I feel like with them getting Bane, and I did not know they traded 4 first round picks for Desmond Bane. Like I don't think that's sitting right with me when I hear that out loud. Like, oh my God, 4 first round picks,
Yeah.
and then he's not producing right now. Like you said, it's still early, but that's kind of like a win now type of move.
Agreed.
Um, that the play in, like you said, Boston, I didn't really expect much from them. I honestly think 10 right now is kind of like overachieving for them, given what they got.
Yeah.
Um, Hawks got Trey Young out, but they damn near looking better or playing better with him out right now. That's a conversation for another time. The Raptors kind of surprised me. I ain't gonna lie, they hooping. Like I think Bi over there was a move that kind of went like unnoticed, but it's kind of like paying dividends a little bit for them. Philly, they look good in my opinion. I'm starting to think, do they even need a couple guys over there?
They
I think,
need to trade and be get what they can get.
yeah. See, I got partners saying the same thing. Like strike while the iron's hot, while he still got a little value that he got, because I don't think he needed over there. And PG definitely not needed, in my opinion. Like PG-13 definitely not needed.
I forgot he plays over there.
You feel me? Like,
That's typically not a thing I do. I typically don't forget somebody plays for a team, but I 100% forgot Paul George plays in Philly.
yeah. But then that first three, like you said, it ain't really no surprise. Cavs, Knicks, Pistons. We are, like you said, last year we kind of saw what the Pistons can do.
Mhm.
Bucks, Giannis is dominant. I think they made, marginal improvements to the roster. And then the Bulls like the biggest shock in the East period for me, because it's like, what the hell? But it's like early. I wouldn't be surprised if like next week we do this. They might be in the play-in part. Then
The
the week
play-in
after,
spot.
but they probably like out there. So it can go either way.
Yeah.
Um, and as far as the Western Conference side of things, same thing, stock up, stock down for any of these teams that you look at. Any surprises? I know one stock down for sure that jumps to my eyes.
Is
Those
it
man-
is it the Mavs? I was about to say is it the Mavs for you? Oh man, they need a point guard. D'Lo. I mean, they went and got one, and I thought D'Lo was gonna be a lot better for them than he is. But ooh, yeah, they rough. I ain't gonna lie. Um, yeah, I don't really know how to fix what they got going on either. Because I've watched a couple of their games. Like people know I was high on Cooper Flagg, so I've watched a few of their games for real, and I have no idea what goes wrong when it does. Like I mean, I do. They go in scoring droughts, but it's also like why? Like why do y'all go in scoring droughts and for such long periods of time? But I say the Mavs. I would think the Clippers too, because Kawhi is healthy. I
yeah,
know him and James Harden sat the other night. Well, he healthy-ish, as healthy as Kawhi gonna be.
right.
So that's a little surprising to me too. Um, I say the Suns playing as well as they are is actually surprising me. I thought they'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, me too.
And nothing else over here really surprises me. Denver is who we thought. The Spurs, they got a lot of young talent that's showing up. OKC is OKC. Lakers. Shit, Luka led a Mavs team that nobody thought was shit to the finals. So him having him leading y'all to a 7-3 to the first 10 is not surprising. Them Rockets, they crazy. That's my finals pick. I don't even know if we're gonna get into that, but and then yeah, the Wolves shit. This all looked pretty standard to me.
Yeah,
Besides that Mavs, but this all looked pretty standard. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. Like you touched on the Mavs. Clippers is a I don't know what's really going on over there with the Clippers. Like you said, it's not health like it's usually. So um we know it's not a lack of talent. So I'm not really understanding what's going on there. Like I said, that's one where we come back next week. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of move up a little bit. I don't expect them to be in this spot. Um the Suns, like you said, yeah, Memphis is kind of like I don't expect them to be five, but they got to figure that out. I kind of got into that in the first episode I did, solo. I don't know if them and Ja, I don't know if they're gonna make it. Well,
I don't think so.
I think they headed for a breakup.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think they make it at all.
I think it's a mutual breakup. I think the organization kind of done with him. I think he's done with the organization. Um, Portland is surprised, like the biggest surprise though, that I would say, just because like I actually watched them play a few couple games. Like they play hard. They pick
Hmm.
you up on court, and I really look at their roster for real. They don't have a bad team. I think because when Dane went over there, I'm like, besides him going back to Portland, why the hell are you going to the Trailblazers? But I don't know. I feel like when he come back, they can be a little playing team like how they are now. I don't feel like they got just an ass roster like how I thought. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, like the top six, like you said, not really a surprise. Um, but yeah, I'm just keeping my eyes on that John Morant situation, really, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I 1,000% think he gonna be out of there shit before trade deadline time. Like this might be an early breakup. This ain't. This ain't try to make it last, especially the more they keep losing and they be getting smoked. Like they don't just be losing sometimes; they be getting the shit beat out of them. So I don't know. And then they just paid Jaren Jackson Jr. all that money and all that too. So hey, if y'all
Yeah.
like him that much, I despise him. I think as a basketball player, well, as a big, I despise his play style. Let me say that. I despise his play style. Um, but yeah, if that's what y'all believe in, man. Go ahead and go trade y'all for something, some pieces. Y'all try to build around that, I guess. But I don't see this working out, especially Ja like questioning coaching decisions and questioning the organization publicly. Yeah, that's
But
that's a that's a
you
sign to
think
get you sent out of town.
you think his drop and play is doing the part to like? I know he said he lost his joy. That can take it can be overbearing on your performance. But like,
Mm.
dude just can't really shoot. So do you think he kind of like taking I'm gonna play ass role to get out of there, or is his play dropping?
I think I really think it's neither. I think that's kind of a I don't want to say a trick question, but it's more so what you said earlier, where it's like if he not having no sort of fun out there, bro, it just become a job, and nobody wants to do this shit when it just become a job. Like I don't want to just be out here running up and down, risking injury just to be out here, bro. I want to actually have fun. I want to enjoy this shit. So I think if what he said about the joy part is true, then I think that's more so impacting his play than him being like diminished any in basketball ability. I'd say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically broke it down like in the first video. I really just said if they gonna ride with him as the franchise guy, he does have the right to go to the organization and say, this system, I would like to integrate a few things here and there so I can get off personally, or this can benefit me. If they're not willing to really, change things for him, then it probably does need to be a move because this is his second coach that he's having
Right.
this issue with. So, you know, I don't know, but I like you said before the trade deadline, especially if they keep getting belt, I don't see it going nowhere for real. Uh, okay. Now that we kind of ended on a damper with John Morant and his
A
depression and his
damper is crazy.
get into some international flavor with this MVP race, man, because it's getting crazy. I kind of dilly dallied in this my first video. I feel like this is gonna be the craziest MVP race that I can remember
Okay.
because right now it's like five deep, if not more, maybe. So they officially dropped the first MVP ladder, the official one from the NBA.
Super
Um,
early.
super early. Yeah, it's early, but it's gonna be definitely something to keep track of because I don't think none of these five guys gonna really be like drop off.
Okay.
Number one, they put the defending guy Shea. Y'all can see his stats. Giannis, y'all seen that just fine,
Um,
or you just
33 points, 6 assists,
I can
5 points, 4 rebounds. There we go.
all right. Giannis at second, with his stats. Um, 32 points, about 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Jokic at third, averaging a triple double again.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
really give it to him every year.
right. They got Wemby at fourth. We're gonna talk about him a little bit later because I think his case is kind of diminishing a little bit.
Hmm.
But still very impressive at 25.6 points, 12.9 rebounds, 4.1 blocks a game. And then we got Luka Doncic at fifth, averaging 40 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. Here you can see they got the next five. Josh Giddey from the
Shout out
Bulls. Shout
Josh Giddey, man.
out to Josh Giddey. Uh, Curry, I don't know. And then Tyrese Maxey hooping.
Yeah, Maxie is hooping.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell always gonna throw his ring in the hat, but not a real serious contender. So with that being said, though, do you feel like this is gonna be like kind of the most competitive MVP race? Because like I said, I don't really see none of these five guys going anywhere. At least four of them for sure. Like I don't see it going nowhere. And if you had to kind of like, who's it gonna be this early? Who you leaning towards?
If I got to pick, I'm picking Luca. I've been picking Luca probably let's say 2 out of the last 3 years. I done picked Luka to win MVP. And if we're going based off right now, for he averaging 40, 11, and 9, bro. And they 7-3. I'm taking that. Like, I'm definitely taking Luca right now. Like I said, you can always make the argument with him and Jokic about them being MVP. Giannis, I think that team will start to fall off. So I think so will his MVP case. I think Shea's gonna have to do more than just points this year. I think that's why people gave it to him. Well, you know how they do best player on best team.
Right.
That's how that went. Or unless you do something historic. So I think he had a little bit of both last year because he won the scoring champ. So if I had to pick, I'm picking Luca. If I see people falling off, it's Wimby, and we'll get into that just because I don't know. I gotta see what they look like with De'Aaron Fox all the way back. But I'm gonna say Wimby just because I don't think the Spurs maintain this level of success. And same thing with Giannis. I don't think they maintain that level of success. They're not even that high. They in six right now. But you can tell everything's on his shoulders. And as the season go on, bro, you starting to get to them dog days. Yeah, it's starting to get a little cooked for them nice little young niggas that was helping you early. Starting to get a little long and grueling for them. So I say between SGA, Jokic, and Luca, yeah, I think this can be real competitive, and I think those three will stay in the whole time. But I think it'll fluctuate between the other two. Like they'll probably start throwing, like you said, Donovan in there because the Cavs are gonna win. Shit, Kate might start getting some votes if the Pistons stay atop the East. So that's
Yeah.
my take.
That was kind of the same reasons I had for them two guys. Like Giannis, I don't think his team gonna be good enough, or like you said, I don't think they can keep up with this pace. And he already like scratching and clawing just to get to six. Um,
Mhm.
Wimby, we gonna like we said, we're gonna talk about it. I just feel like it was already gonna be a outside shot for him to win MVP this young. Because I'm not mistaken, if he was to win MVP, would he not be the younger than
Mhm.
you? Yeah. So I mean, we don't see that. Like you said, Shea, I don't think the best team, best player narrative gonna work for him. And like you said, it's just straight points.
Mhm.
Now, I think working in his favor, he do got the fact that he is the defending champ, and like maybe they'll have a narrative of somebody has to significantly outplay him.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
I don't know. Like you said, Jokic, Luca, and Shea for sure, probably like the top three that's gonna be here all year. Um, but I don't know. Has Jokic reached that voters fatigue wall? Because
I
I
think
don't
he
know.
been. I think he been reached that.
Yeah,
Because he had it. He had it when he had two MVPs and he hadn't won no chip, and everybody kept talking about, can we keep giving it to him because he ain't got no chip? And it was just like, well, yeah, if he's still the best player in the league, his team's still top five, top three in the West. Like, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. But I think he's definitely reached the level of voter fatigue for sure.
yeah. I just like you said, I've been leaning Luca since I saw him get skinny in the offseason. I feel like the biggest factor against him now is that 65 game mark because he's already I think he got like 13 more games left to miss. If
Hmm.
he really cares for it to get MVP, I'm sure he will play the amount. But I can't guarantee it. Like he health is not really in his factor. Like shit, he's a twisted ankle here and there from sitting out for 13 games. We ain't even at the All Star break yet. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna say Luca, but it'll be interesting to see, like you said, can guys like Cade, Maxi, Sangoon, maybe can them guys get into the top five race? Like you said, it's super duper early. This is
Yeah.
not gonna be the race for the remaining of the season. But
I can't
speaking,
say I'd be surprised if it was though. Sorry to cut you off, but I can't speak like these five is pretty hard to not. Like I
yeah,
was
yeah,
explaining to
yeah.
my girl the other day, like, bro, the best players in the NBA are international, bro. So if you pick the best five players, like they could be in your MVP conversation all year for sure.
That was one of the topics I slipped was gonna talk about. Like, is this good for the league necessarily? Like, Bro, the face of the league most likely once Bron KD Curry is gone is going to be international.
Is it good for the league? Yeah. Is it good for the commissioner and the niggas that make money off this shit? Absolutely.
Right.
They've been trying to grow this game forever, so absolutely it's great for them. Is it great for like the United States and what that means for us as like a country? Like I think overall, like if you continue to do like the Olympics, we all Americans, bro. Put us all on the same team. And yeah,
Right.
we're gonna continue to do that. But as far as like just on an individual basis, yeah, I don't know if you picking five guys beating these five guys if you put them on the same team. Like,
No, yeah, there's no way.
you know
No
what I
way.
mean? Like, so it's just
Really construct a 5 American, like Ant-Man comes to mind, probably Tatum. Like what center do we have? Is Bam American? Oh, he was on the
yeah,
team. So
yeah.
Bam.
That's who playing center.
Who else I'm gonna grab? Like Joel?
No, he not. He not even really American. He just didn't
He
want to
just
go
made his
play
way
for
to
whoever
the
the
team.
hell he was supposed to play for.
Like
um,
E maybe
I mean, AD. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. AD. That's probably your best bet.
Halliburton at point guard or Curry. I mean, we could get the old heads
We
and
got
make
to get the old heads. No, I was about to say, bro, you eliminating the old heads. You got to get
Curry, KD,
KD,
Bron.
Curry, Clay. Yeah, like that's it. KD, Curry, Bron, and then kind of feel that out. I guess AD. Right, it gets shaky. It gets
Yeah,
shaky.
yeah,
And who gonna play the two? That's what I'm saying. Ant, you go Ant right there.
yeah. I mean, that is not a
Curry,
bad
Curry,
lineup.
Ant, yeah, Curry, Ant, Bron, KD, AD. I ain't mad at it. Now, I pay good money to see that. I pay good
Aren't
money
they?
to see
Are
that.
they not doing the All Star game like that this year though?
I think they are. I do think they are doing it like that this year. But niggas don't play for real. They play for real when it's for their country on the gold medal on the line.
Facts.
So I'm
Um,
definitely interested in that if they was to ever put that together. But I've been saying that for like 2 years, bro. I got a whole take on it on my Instagram from 3 years ago.
y'all tap in. Unofficial
You know what I'm
retire.
saying? Like, what?
See how he plugged
Katie,
in like that?
yeah. Katie told me, he told me chill out or some shit or stop playing or something. Yeah, he responded, said that shit. I think it's true, goddamn. I think it's true, shit. Katie, my favorite player, nigga. Shit, y'all getting smoked, nigga.
Yeah, I fuck with Brian, but I don't think they can handle that.
Man,
Like in a prime, then for
yeah,
sure.
prime on prime. Oh yeah, absolutely. But no, not right now, nigga.
Y'all ain't got
We
no
talking about
ball.
right now.
Yeah, facts. Speaking of a guy that's, I don't know if he's damn near already in his prime. The first 4 games of the season, I was thinking like, okay, and then we reached that Phoenix game, and since then, it's been a little drop off. So like, first 4 games of the season, he was averaging 30 points, 14 and a half
Mm-hmm.
rebounds, 5 blocks. It was a historical, pace. Um, and then we got to the Suns game. They put that little defensive lineup on him where they, put a guard on him, so he can't really ball handle. They getting underneath from their front, and they just double team. Sending him all type of different blitzes, different waves.
So
And then his numbers have dropped to where I just showed 5 less points. That same night that I'm referring to, he had 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 turnovers. He was 4 of 14 from the field. Then he played the Lakers, and like they fouled him out. I think he only had I don't think he didn't crack a dub that game.
he
I
had
don't think.
19. I bet on him that night. He had 19 and 8.
Ah.
He had 19 and 8. I remember that game.
So, has the NBA necessarily figured him out, or is this just a step in his development where he's gonna have to learn what to do?
It's 100% a step in his development where he just gonna have to figure it out. The NBA ain't figured him out because he ain't figured himself out. You can't figure out an incomplete project, bro. Wemby is. I think when we saw those first 4 games, and I was included. I don't know if I was calling him like greatest of all time and shit like that, but like when you see it, you was like, bro, who's stopping him?
over.
Like
It's his league.
you know what I'm saying? Especially the training we all saw him have. He was training with the monks. He was training with Kevin Garnett, Jamal Crawford, goddamn Hakeem Olajuwon. He was training with everybody. You feel me? Oh my God, JC. I'm sorry, bro. You might have to cut this out. The Giants.
He
Is
got
this
fired?
real? The Giants fired Brian Daboll.
No, who said that?
Scheffner. This real Scheffner, ain't it? Unless I'm tripping. No, this real Scheffner, bro. That's like real Scheffner. I'm not mad at it.
44
I
seconds ago
under.
officially.
No, yeah, no, it happened again. I'm surprised. And you know what's crazy? They said it this morning. He had his time slot for his normal Zoom press conferences at 1:25. Nigga, it's 12:45. That shit crazy.
Back during that man while he getting dressed for his interview.
Backdoored him.
Y'all could have told that man at 9 a.m., bro, so he had to
Oh
get up.
God. Oh God, he didn't have to get prepared for that.
Damn.
Or the way they like to do optics, bro, he probably knew. They just told everybody, nah, business as usual.
Yeah.
That nigga was fired on the plane, bro.
Damn.
All right. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You want me to start all the way over?
Nah, you good. I might leave it in. I can chop it, it's whatever.
Oh yeah. My fault, man. Tap in on Thursday to the unofficially retired. JC, you gonna be there? Let me know if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna be there.
NFL
Tap
stream.
in on Thursday. You know we going NFL crazy now. I got
Hopefully
shit to
my
get off
coach
my
will be
chest
joining
now.
him on the unemployment line.
That is,
Hopefully.
you know what's crazy? That's exactly what this says right under it, bro. It says, "Wow, Raheem next." I swear to
Bro,
God.
please,
I swear to
please, please, bro. Please.
Oh man, yeah. Sorry, y'all, man. I got a little sidetracked, man. That's my coach. I can't. I'm gonna get off here and talk some more. So, but yeah, man. Long story short, I don't think you can figure out somebody who ain't figured it out yet. Like Wemby's still trying to learn how to use his size, learn whether he should shoot or attack. He's still trying to figure out the game. He said himself that it's slowing down for him, but it's not completely slow, bro. We just jumped because it's year 3 and we expected him to take that leap. And I do think there are some people who are unrealistic where it's like we see him do alien shit, so we think he always gonna do some alien shit. Like he do a turnaround jumper over a 6'8" nigga. We just expect him to make it because of the height difference. And it'd be like, no, bro, he's gonna miss shots. He's going to miss layups. He's gonna turn the ball over, bro. He's gonna foul out of games for now. Like all of that is he's not gonna be the perfect player, but I think people have this like ideology that because he's some creative player, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make on 2K that he's going to be a creative player in real life, and it's like, nah, bro, that ain't the case. So I don't think they figured him out, and I wrote this down earlier in my notes. He's still averaging what 25, 13, 4 rebounds. I mean 4 assists, and like 3 blocks, bro, 3 4 blocks. So he not. It's not like he fell off to like, you know what I mean?
A bum now or anything
A
like that.
bum. Like, bro, he's still going crazy. So,
Right. Yeah.
it just
I
is
think
what it is.
you said it the best though. Like Lee can't figure out nothing that's not figured out on his own already. Like you said, he is still figuring out. Like you said, yeah, I have a height advantage, but I also got these handles that I just improved with Jamal Crawford. If I
Man,
want to put it down, I think the league kind of figured like we can't put the 5 on him because he's just gonna cook. I think the first 4 games,
pretty much.
everybody with the center, and he's getting around them guys. Um, I feel like the league kind of really might have messed up though, showing them this look so early. Because like, if they adjust to it come playoff time, what else you really gonna do to show them? Like, I think the Spurs can do them a favor as well. I think they need a little bit more shooting. Now they got Fox back now, so you can't really show them as much attention because
True.
Fox he can get his own. But I don't think Castle's gonna have that jump shot developed enough this season to really be like we're not gonna double off of him. But he's still a factor though, attacking the rim. What's his name? Champagne or whatever his name is. Champagne. He be
Champagny,
smacking.
yeah.
He be
Yeah,
smacking shit.
Julian Champagny. He got
Yeah,
a twin in Washington.
okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I think I
Twin
seen that
brother.
last game again before somewhere. Yeah, so he be hitting his shots. I like the Luke Cornett addition they did. That's a great pickup. I think Wemby can play a side, next to a center. But yeah, man. Long story short, the NBA ain't really figuring nothing out. Like you said, Wemby don't even got it all figured out.
Right.
I think when he does put it together,
Mhm.
it's like you said, I still think it's wraps. Because what can you really do besides hope he just get in foul trouble or miss shots?
Yeah,
But
no, to be honest, he facing that Giannis little wall thing. When Miami did the wall, everybody thought that that was the way to stop him. He kind of figured that shit out eventually. I think they just did it like you to your credit, like late season, so it was harder to figure out. You damn near had to wait a whole off season to see if you figured it out. Versus Wimby has this season. If they figure it out by the All Star break, nigga, y'all cook. Like you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a whole new defensive strategy when that one don't work. So yeah, I don't think they figure shit out, to be honest.
yeah, me either. You just talked about him getting into another MVP candidate that we had, Giannis. Kind of just want to touch on his future in Milwaukee. You know, I have a compadre that I like to debate about a lot with Giannis because I kind of just feel like if he can get all the praise for being this dominant figure and getting because I looked at it, Milwaukee hasn't been no lower than a fifth seed since I think like 2017.
Hmm.
So he's pulling them there, whether we think it's all him or the roster isn't as bad. I just basically think, losing in the first round every year, we can't keep doing that. And we, top five in the MVP race, one of the most dominant figures in the NBA. So what's the solution here? Like, does he need to just carry them a little bit more? Or is it time to just get out of there? I feel like he need to go because I don't feel like they got a championship window no more. But
Um, I agree. I think he needs to go. I think, but he's in that rare air of guys like Dame, where it's just like I think I'd rather stick it out. If everything is okay, you know what I'm saying, everything decent, I think I'm gonna stick it out. But I do think if he tired of losing in the first round, this is exactly the group that you got. This is a first round exit group written all over it. He carrying them right now, and we 10 games in. You could tell like this team has no co-stars for him. Who? Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma. Like who's helping him? So it's just like, do you like? I don't think he minds everything being on his shoulders because it's kind of always been there. But I don't want to discount what Chris Middleton did for them. I don't want to discount what Brooke Lopez did for them. You know what I mean? Like I think them is two big pieces that are no longer there, and you got somebody like Giannis who is, I don't want to say volatile, but he will call y'all on y'all shit. Like, no, nigga, we losing. This is bullshit. We keep losing. So I don't know if you want to deal with that either. But I also don't know if he's the type of guy to be like, yeah, I want out. He more so seemed like the guy where I want you to fix it, not I want out. So I think that just kind of depends on him. But I'm with you in the fact where I think he should just be gone. He should just go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna request a trade. And I think if it get bad enough this year, which it has the potential to do, that yeah, he could 100% do that by like All Star
yeah, I
break.
I feel like you said, I think that solo franchise type of thing means something to him. I think he's one of them guys where he does want to finish his career with one franchise,
Hmm.
but in the grand scheme of things, like you said, the team be good enough for him to be delusional. Like, oh, it's okay. I think we got a chance. But
Right.
after a certain amount of years of just continuously getting put out same round, you got to know it's a cap on the team what they can do. So I don't know. I don't know if it's to the All Star break because I feel like you said he gonna carry it to the point it's so delusional that they think they got a chance, especially with the East being so banged up this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they catch a first round matchup today. He might can handle, but I don't see it going nowhere, bro, with Milwaukee no more. Now, if he don't care, like he got a ring already, he got an MVP. If he don't care to be that next tier of guys, because I feel like for him to elevate his career, his legacy, not necessarily another ring. I just feel like he too dominant for this shit to be going on, bro. Like, ain't nobody else in the top five in the MVP race getting smacked in the first round every year, bro. Like Jokic
Agreed.
not they in the Western Conference, you in the East. Like you are the best player in the Eastern Conference. Like other than Tatum, and I know Tatum miles better, but it's just like it's just not appropriate to me to keep getting smacked in the first round like that. and especially when you losing the teams, like no disrespect to the Pacers or the Heat, but like, come on now, bro. These not world beaters at all, in my opinion.
Mhm.
You're not in the Western Conference playing the damn Nuggets or the Thunder or even like a lesser team like the Lakers or the Warriors.
I feel you. I
So
think more so to your point, though, teams like the Heat and the Pacers are teams that would beat them though, because Giannis is all hustle, all effort, and that's what teams like the Heat and the Pacers are to me. So it's like one guy giving all hustle, all effort versus 12 all hustle, all effort. It's like that
jump.
shit just don't. It just don't work out. You know what I mean? And I think I'm telling you, bro. I feel like that's exactly what you're running into right now. The Hollins kid. What is? I don't even know his name. Hollins.
He's going
Ryan
crazy.
Hollins.
I
He
don't believe.
going crazy. Well, is this sustainable? No, he's not even new. I've seen him. He's played for them before. He just cut his hair. Like he's not new. But is this sustainable? Nigga, who knows? Maybe it is, and I'm not in practice, but Doc Rivers is also your head coach. I'll say that too. You keep that there and leave it right there.
Don't
I don't
forget
even
him.
want to go into that.
The staff as well.
Oh yeah, ham. Hot pockets ham. Staying on in there too. But hey, that's neither here nor there. I'm not even gonna get into that part.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know he probably for sure gonna be the hottest commodity on the market if he does become available. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we got to get there first. We'll see. Um, Rookie reality check. You kind of touched on it already. I really want to talk about Cooper Flagg.
hmm
Specific. We know VJ he hooping. Um, Ace Bailey kind of I don't know what's going on with him, but let's
I ain't
focus on.
heard Nathan.
Yeah, I ain't heard no. Let's focus on Cooper because I was watching Gil's Arena and Gil kind of explained it in a perspective I ain't really heard nobody like put it. They said Jason Kidd, when he was with Milwaukee, he kind of did the
hmm
same thing to Giannis with putting the ball in his hand. Uh, and that way, when it was time to like be the Giannis we know today, it's kind of like natural for him to be on ball. If that's what they're doing with Cooper Flag, then more to him. I think it's a lost season for them. So if they want to try to tinker with him, go ahead.
hmm
Do you think that necessarily the ball dominant role is kind of throwing his numbers off, or is it just he's hitting that reality check of I'm in the league now and I'm hitting that wall?
I personally think it's the fact that he playing point guard
Okay,
for sure. Because he not just ball handling. He not brawning it where I have another point guard out here. He's playing point guard. And I think that might be like the hardest position in the NBA to learn to play. So he's learning point guard, and I do agree with Gil where this is what Jason Kidd. Now I don't know if it correlates exactly to the Giannis thing, but I do think that there's some similarities involved where he's like, yeah, if I give him the ball now all the time, he's used to having the ball all the time.
right,
So it's like, and he's gonna be the person we play through. We wouldn't have picked him first overall if we thought we weren't gonna play through him. You know what I mean? So get him used to that. Get him used to the workload. Get him used to distributing because there will be double teams. Get him used to getting his shot up. Get him used to kind of like the Wemby situation where it's, hey, understand? No, I gotta pass. I gotta kick this one. No, this is my time to go. You know what I mean? Like things of that nature. And I think it's super hard for him because I don't think he's ever fully played point guard. I think he played more of that point forward role where there's still a point guard on the floor. Then there's still a guy that's going to get me the ball. But from watching him from high school on, I've noticed like he's really not one of those guys that's going to break the play too much. You know what I mean? If the play is called this way, he's going to run it this way. So it's like making him the point guard makes him the decision maker, and it's like, no, you have to break play now. Your options are not here. Now you have to go. So I think it's gonna work in his favor. But I do think it's more so because he's playing point guard and less that he's, just in the NBA because he has the frame, he has the game, the IQ. And like you can tell, like if you watch a Mav game, I don't know how many you watch. If you watch a Mav game, you can tell like when somebody else is on the floor with him that's gonna distribute, the buckets look a lot easier. He getting straight to the rim. He getting to all his spots. He hitting jab step pull ups at the free throw line like he like to do. He cutting back door. He posting up guards. Like it looked normal when he's off the ball. When he's on the ball, it'd be like, all right now, like what's going on here? Like so, I think that's really the adjustment is him having to play point guard.
Yeah, I like I said, these debates fly around in group chats all the time. I was having it, and I kind of saw it as more so the rookie wall. I
Yeah,
do think, like you said, point guard is for sure the hardest position to learn, especially if it's like I'm not even a point guard. Now I
right.
don't know if they playing him at point guard out of necessity because Kyrie's not there, and we know Kyrie is a point guard, but he's not really a traditional point guard. He ain't really gonna put you
Right.
in spots. He's gonna go get a bucket. Now you said they got D'Lo. So I can tell you from watching the Lakers tenure, D'Lo ain't he can pass the ball. He's more of a playmaking guard, but
Hmm.
he's not a Halliburton. Like I wouldn't want him to be in charge of the offense. Now I think they Klay Thompson's fall off. That Meg Stallion it must be hidden.
I'm
Um,
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That boy done got some black ass, and now he playing like ass. And
yeah,
that boy is
dude.
different.
I think AD not being in the lineup. Gafford Lively kind of were they Luca merchants. Them lobs ain't there no more. Now they kind of ain't looking the same. I just feel like and I feel like he kind of got unfair number one pick expectations because of the Luca situation.
Correct.
Like, man, we just lost our white hope. We just got
Gonna be our
you,
next one. Yeah.
and now it's like, can you come in and deliver that? And like, come on now, bro. Y'all know that man was not going to come in there, and
And
I don't
you brought up a good point too about Gafford and Lively though, because they ain't been all the way healthy from my understanding, right? Are they both back?
just came back lively. I think start the season off playing, but I think he got hurt, and I don't think he been in the
Okay,
lineup lately.
so I think when they get healthy again, they provide a lot of energy and a lot of banging that he won't have to do either. So I think that's gonna help him a little bit too, and they could pull off that same size shit that the Rockets got, where it's just
Right.
like huge niggas out here,
I
and
like
it
that.
just make it a little easy, man. These stops, these runouts, these leaks, and make it a little easier.
I like their team when healthy. Like I was saying that I like their roster when healthy better than the Spurs, but it's like it's just not healthy. And I think
Correct.
the whole situation is just not, really like screaming we want to win because the Nico situation. I think they got to get that cleared from the organization first because right now it's like their whole organization is just bad press. Every time they lose, it's like Luca does a highlight. Look at the dumbass
Right.
math. This is what you gave up, and it's like it's not fair to them. They just need to get that over their head. But
Yeah.
ah, I don't know. Hopefully they figure that out. Let's see. Man, I'm not even gonna spend too much time on this. I want to just really ask you: do you think the parlays and the betting thing is kind of messing up sports in general, and more so the NBA, or do you think? Cause I seen somebody say these folks ain't really liking the game. They don't love the game no more. It's just all about, man, did you get over or under? I feel like if somebody watching the game to watch their parlay, I mean, it's a viewership regardless. But do you feel like
Yeah.
it's ruin the integrity of the game or like the fan love for the game, like the betting stuff?
Um, the fan love of the game. I think if you're only watching this to bet, you're not a fan of the game. You're
Right,
only watching this because you're betting. You're not a fan of the game. You're a fan of gambling. So
right.
that is what that is. I love to watch the game and I bet on it too. Like I do be rooting for my bet to go well, but once it don't, I just watch the game. Like I don't cut it off. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but I do think things like I don't, all this shit is alleged. So like the alleged Terry Rozier, you know what I'm saying, going under, and you see the videos of him playing like trash. I would like to think those things aren't correlated. You know what I mean? But they could be, and I think shit like that hurts the integrity of the game. Like, nigga, we watch this shit to watch y'all win. Like, somebody's a fan of the team that you're on, and you're selling this shit for a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you selling this game for a couple thousand, and nigga might have spent a couple hundred, a couple thousand to come watch y'all niggas play, and you selling this shit to make a couple thousand, and you're a fucking millionaire. How
Right.
greedy of you! Like, how selfish of you! So it's like, bro, it's a little kid in this stands that may not never see a basketball game again, nigga. And he came to watch his favorite team, and Terry Rozier out here want to throw the ball between his fucking legs and out of bounds and shit, like, because you want to make $12,000 for your homie when you could have fucking gave him a job and made him $12,000, like,
Yeah.
I, shit like that, and it'd be so weird because nigga, you're a regular nigga. You're not LeBron James. You're not, and this goes for all of them, like the DeJounte Porter situation and all, bro. You're not LeBron James. You're not Luka. You're not KD. You don't have millions of dollars being bet on you every night. So on that 1, 2, 3 nights in a row where your shit just got fit, somebody decided to put 50,000 on you, 20,000 on you, nigga. You don't think they going? You don't think the what is it? I don't even know what it is. The Gambling Association of America, nigga. You don't think they? You don't think they gonna red flag your shit? Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing here, bro? Like, are you serious? First of all, you're a millionaire. Second of all, if you wanted to just give your friends some money, one, you could have just gave them some bread, but I understand that's too much money to just give them 20, 30, 40,000. How about you give them a fucking job in your role? And if you're not good at anything, man, maybe you should reevaluate your friends that you brought along for this ride with you.
yeah,
Like,
facts.
those are the type of things for me where it's like that hurts the integrity of the game, bro. Niggas ain't you not out here to hoop, you not out here to win, nigga. You out here to make money after you're out here to make money for your friends that are already gonna make some money. How about you tell them to come to the game and you tell your friends to bet one of the fans in the stands that you're gonna have a good game? How about that or something like that? Like I just don't get it, bro. To me, I don't get it. I don't even want to talk about the poker shit. I don't know nothing about poker. I don't know how the fuck you read cards through a little thing. I don't know shit about shit. Nigga, y'all some innovators. I know that much. But I don't know shit about shit when it comes to that. But yeah, I think to answer your question, bro, I hate it. That was a little long winded. I didn't even know that was gonna hit that hard when I started talking about it. But yeah, I'm a real basketball lover, bro. So people that try to take advantage of the game and shit like that, bro, I really despise it, bro. It's a big thing for me, bro.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I feel like you said, the balance. If you're a fan of the game, but you gamble, you're gonna watch the game. You want the bet to hit, but my bet didn't hit. But my favorite team won. Okay, I can live. Not betting the thousands of dollars anyway. I bet a little dub or whatever. Um, like you said, bro, the players, y'all can't be doing that, bro. Like you said, you dumb. You're over under at 0.5 points anyway. You got
Oh
everybody
god,
taking
bro.
like 50,000. Like, come on, bro. Like you said, it don't look right. It's other ways to break bread with your homies. Like you said, if you don't feel comfortable, just send it to them. Hell, even if you do want them to bet, why not just send them? It's other ways to go about it, bro. Like, I don't know, but
Don't bet on me, nigga. How about I
yeah,
get somebody else that I know in on this shit? Bet on them. Don't bet on me.
like
And
I'm playing with
yes,
Cat.
and nigga, y'all be having y'all first cousins right there betting on y'all. Like, nigga, y'all got the same last name and all, nigga. Nigga, his name Jerry Rozier. Your name Terry Rozier, nigga. You don't think I'm thinking about that, bro?
Hey, Jerry Rozier 1-on-1. Like, oh no, they ain't gonna know.
Man, like,
All right, Prize Picks headquarters. You got a nigga betting on Terry Rozier. Now all of a sudden he twists his ankle. Like, the fact that they doing stuff like that, it puts me in the mind frame of like, bro, how many of my bets then got sold because the nigga was on some bullshit?
cause a nigga just said he don't care. Cause a
Like
nigga just like fuck it. I do it
that's
this one time, bro.
that really scares me when I just feel like it's funny how all the leagues incorporate the betting, like they sponsor that shit so hard, but then the players like they try to get in on it, which I understand, but I feel like sports betting has really took over sport. It's a part of sports now. Like, it's a part of the game. And
I,
I don't
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's easier ways to do that. If you know your shit at 12.5 points and you know this nigga ain't playing, like it's like different if you like, bro. I just don't get it. Like betting the under and then the nigga getting hurt is crazy. Like like
yeah,
betting the under and then nigga just get hurt.
just like stanking it up. Like, just
Man, and getting benched. You better off getting benched. But you don't want to get benched because that means it's gonna be your real job, and now you ain't gonna make no more money. But you're willing to risk it all on your friend making a couple thousand. Anyway, yeah,
yeah. Wow. Let's see. About to hit that hour mark. I think I'm gonna finish it. We could just scramble through these. I had the win now pressure cooker. Basically, like, do you feel like the new CBA kind of setting teams to be in that win now mindset, or you know, is it indicative of teams to still be ass and tank? I don't know. I feel like the contract situation kind of making these teams have to think a little more how we want to build the team out. I don't know if it's making them want to win now more though. Now, it might make the contenders want to win now more because like Lakers, for instance, like, you're not gonna have Austin Reeves on that cheap ass contract forever. So you best to
forever. Yeah.
what you gonna get because he's
And
gonna make
Ruben, y'all signed all of them on similar deals.
right. So does the CBA like make these teams want to win now or?
I think it's on each end of the spectrum for both. For teams that are not contending, they want to continue not to contend. I don't got to spend no money. I'm finna get these expiring contracts, get this shit off the books. We finna tank. I'm finna load this shit up with rookies who don't make no money. And if one of them hit, nigga, then we good. And they, you know what I'm saying? Or two of them hit, we even better. And then now I'm gonna go into that pay for one real expensive free agent, and then we gonna rock out. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I think that's how they pushing it. Especially, I don't even know if I'm a fan of these niggas no more. But I got that little thingy on the wall. Especially the Nets, where they've been taking since Kevin Durant left, and I don't think I could just sit here and be a part of this. Um. Anyway, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, I think contending teams do take advantage of it, where it's be like our windows now, our windows here. Let's go ahead and get somebody real quick. Let's go ahead and work this out. Let's try to get this shit done. I feel like a good example of the loser end might be like the Pacers.
Mm.
Feel me? And we got one big contract over there, which is Halliburton. Everybody else making regular money. Got a few draft hits, got a few free agents that you like. You know what I mean? On the
Hey,
other
Boston.
end, I would say it was Boston. Right, it was Boston. We got the window. I'm paid Drew a lot of money. I'm paid Derek White a hell of a lot of money. Porzingis, you all y'all niggas get this money. Come on, and we're
Right.
gonna win this chip. And then just know that was the sacrifice.
Right.
Is
Yeah. It's
we got this year and we sacrificed in the next two.
right.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a sacrifice. They took a gamble. They won out on it, which was smart for them because they was already at that window prior. It
hmm
was like, fuck it, let's just spend the money, get guys in here. And we know probably in a year or two, Porzingis and Drew Holiday, got to cut some fat somewhere. I think Denver has a job of maneuvering around it. Like they've retinkered their lineup a few times and they've done a good job. OKC's method, they just got hella draft picks. Spurs got hella draft picks. They not at that window where they got.
That's the perfect one. That's a perfect examples of KC.
Yeah,
Perfect.
sure. You got the larger market teams. They attract free agents. So I don't know. I feel like you said, that it does put teams in the mindset of whichever spectrum side we own.
hmm
We want to stay here. I think the days of seeing like the high ass payroll franchises being the ones who are the only ones contending, I don't think that's the wave no more. Because I just
Yeah.
feel like you can't pay them for too long, and if it is, it's like you only gonna get one or two out of it, and after that, it's over with.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know,
Uh,
man. I
yeah.
like they did it. I still don't understand the aprons and all that terminology, but speaking of OKC, I don't remember the last time we had a team go get back to back to the finals. What it had to be like, what, the Cavs, Warriors?
That one back to back or just went back to back?
No, just went period. Let alone one.
Oh, and Celtics did get bounced the year before they won. That was the year they lost to the Heat, right? The year prior. Or when
Uh,
did they win? Because then they, or did they
Boston
go? I thought Boston went because they went 22 with Steph and one in 23.
lost, they came back next year and went and won.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well
they
let's
went
let's
back to back.
let's take it to the team that win and then go back. I think the last team had to have
Yeah, I
been the
think
Warriors.
that's yeah, that was probably them. Probably Warriors team or Cavs, one of them.
So it's been a little minute, like what, since
What's that?
2017
17. Yeah.
ish. Is
Yeah,
OKC the team to break that streak? In your opinion,
are they what? Sorry.
they the team to break that streak? Like as far as getting back after you win, or because I thought it with
This
Boston, I thought it with Denver, I'd have thought it with a few teams.
this West is always tough, but it got a little tougher, and they still at the top of it, and no J Dub yet.
Mm.
So could I see it? Absolutely. Do I want it to happen? No. I mean, I'm openly supporting the Rockets. Behind closed doors, I support the Brooklyn Nets, but that's another story for another day. Um, but could I see it? Yeah, I could 100% see it. But I don't know. Yeah, I can see it. Just to answer your question flat out, from this part, from underdogs to the hunted, no, they still hunting niggas. I respect that about them. That they are getting everybody's best shot, and it still don't fucking matter. As of right now, at least. The season gonna get long. It take a lot to win the championship, bro. Injuries play a part in all that, so it take a lot of luck and shit like that. So we'll see. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, I got 100% see them breaking
Yeah,
that streak and being back in the finals again.
yeah. I think out of all the teams we looked at, like I for sure thought it was Boston, but injuries, like you said, injuries played a part. I think if OKC stay healthy though, they got a shot for sure. Like you said, I'm not one of the ones rooting for it. I would like to
Yeah.
see a certain 50-year-old in the finals before he finally go to the nursing home and sit down. But yeah, I would like that. But I feel like OKC just bro, they got the method. I can't even hate on them. Like they stockpiled all them down draft picks, and they did they pay Chet already or no?
Yep. Everybody paid. All three
Oh,
of them.
so this fuckery gonna continue.
Yeah, all three of them paid out the wazoo. Now, me and my homies was having this conversation about Chet because Chet was supposed to be a lot. I won't say better, but different than he is as a basketball player. Like he was supposed to be a solo act. He was
Right.
supposed to, you know, take over this shit. Um, he may end up asking out, or they may see him as a viable trade option. That money started to get a little
Tight.
crazy. Yeah, a little tight. You know,
Mm.
I think I think you got defense over there. I think he does 100% help that defense, but I think you can kind of replace size. You can't replace everything he do, but you can replace size. And if he want to take a bigger leap, if he's one of those guys that feel like he can do more, like I feel like they feel like he's I don't want to call him trade bait, but he's a valuable asset if you really do one out. Like if
He
you do
just
one out, or if they want him out, I feel like they can replace it.
yeah. Yeah, I said the same thing about him, like, but I feel like his circumstance plays a part in that. Like, I'm not needed to do that
Agreed.
element. So I feel like if he was on a team where he needed to be, I think it'd be a lot different. I don't know if they would be like it would be a good team led by him, but I feel like he definitely could do it. Especially, bro. Not to disrespect Austin Reeves, but bro, if Reeves doing what he doing, I know Chet can average 20, 10, and at minimum. Like,
Yeah,
so I mean, yeah, I could see that potentially. Like hell, maybe even J Dub is the one who hit that swag because he already got
say he
all.
a guard. I was about to say he a guard.
You
They
feel me? Like
usually do.
I'm finna go. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make it back. Real quick, NBA Cup. Do you think that idea was a hit or miss? Like you rocking with the in season tournament? I still hear Ant Man saying he don't understand the rules.
Uh,
I
I like it, and I don't think the rules ain't is very minimum rules, right? Minimal rules is
Ant Man just tripping, bro, because the rules ain't even that.
yes, yeah. It's really just it's a point differential for ties and shit like that. It's a tournament, bro. You play a tournament, and the only rule is the point differential thing, right? Like,
Yeah, basically that's it. And then like to cut the brackets. But that's like I said, it's a tournament. Like you've been doing this
yeah, bro.
since
'Cause you've been doing this since you was 12, bro. Like, yeah, I don't get, and you get money for it. You get 500,000. So, yeah, okay.
I like that. I like it. I think it's a
I like
hit.
it though. Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't like courts. Courts are fucking horrid.
Some
Like
of them, some of them are. Some
yeah,
of them fine, but yeah, a lot of them.
I like the
One of them
theme.
bitches was lit up. One of
I
them
like
bitches was
the
like
theme.
illuminating on somebody's
Minnesota's
face.
like a Mountain Dew court, bro. I didn't like that one. They might gotta do away with some of them colors. Like let's do something else. But
Keep the big ass trophy. Leave the colors.
facts. Maybe give them jerseys that they only wear on those nights, like how the
Yep,
NFL got the rivalry jerseys now. Maybe
that'd
do
be
that.
hard.
I like the presentation that they're doing with. I like the commercials and how it's in Vegas and they making it like a chase and all. I like the presentation of it. I think the fact that the players kind of value the 500,000 and they appear to take it serious makes the fans kind of like, okay, I can get behind this. Like you said with
Right.
the All Star, we see the players fuck it off. We like shit. I'm not paying attention to it either. I know they're not really fucking with it, but
They should have incentives in that too. Why not just pay the niggas? They just want some money.
maybe it has to get to that. I don't know because I'm tired of having the All Star game debate, which we're gonna have again this season. That we
Of course.
always. Final point. I think I say the best for last. KD and Draymond. I don't know if they got beef or if it's like a credit type of thing. I think Draymond kind of wants. He's a defensive guy. He's a dirty work guy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's a glue guy. He feel like those type of guys are underappreciated when it comes to like teams winning a championship. Kevin Durant, he's one of the most gifted scorers ever, if not the most gifted scorer ever. He believes the scoring dominance is the heart of winning. Um, we all know the history between the team. Those two, KD went to the Warriors. We don't know if the tension between the two was the reason he departed necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I just been seeing them bickering back and forth on Twitter about it. Like I said, I don't know if they have an issue with each other. I feel like Kevin Durant don't really like the way his tenure there ended.
Agreed.
Um, and I feel like Draymond's kind of like, nigga, we didn't need you, but I think kind of that you did. What's your side of it? Do you think? I think me personally, I think both guys are only seeing it from the lens that they play through. Of course,
Agreed. That's the best way to put it.
Of course, Draymond's gonna see it from a defensive role because, like, nigga, that's what I'm doing. That's what I
That's
add to
what
the
he
team.
excels at.
Of course, KD gonna see it as like I'm a bucket getter. Like, bro, we playing against Brian. Like, yeah, defense not that cool, but when you playing against Brian, Kyrie, like, you gotta outscore niggas. You gotta go head to head and get buckets. So,
Right.
like, what you think?
I think what you said was damn near perfect to start. Like they on two totally different ends of the spectrum. Draymond excels at defense. If he wasn't such a good defender, he wouldn't be in this league. Kevin Durant excels at offense. Can I say if he wasn't such a good offensive player, he wouldn't be in this league, but he wouldn't be who he is. I'll say
Right.
that if he wasn't such an excellent scorer. So it's just like they are obviously speaking from two different ends. But I'll say, and basically based off this one statement that everybody says in basketball, bro, I'm gonna pick offense because what do people say all the time? That was good defense, but that was just better offense. Bro, if you can't stop me from getting this shot up, that's literally the way you stop me from scoring. You have to stop me from getting this bitch in the air, which
Right.
is coming from somebody like Kevin Durant who's 7 feet and people don't stop him from getting the ball in the air. Obviously, that's extremely difficult to do, but me and you can go into a gym, we can go into a run, I believe, with some pros and get shots in the air. Not saying we'll hit them, but we can get them in the air. So it's just like, bro, when I'm this good, if I can get the shot in the air, bro, it's probably gonna go in more times than not. So it's like you can play as good defense as you want. And you can get credited for playing great defense while I still scored 40. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like there will be a stat on ESPN the next morning saying there was only 2.5 inches of separation on every jump shot I took, but I still had 40. Like, and we still won the game. So it's just like you could play amazing defense, and if somebody's playing amazing offense, it doesn't matter. So I think that's why I side with offense, and it's just like I don't want to discredit the guys that play defense, hustle. The glue guys, like you said, the get it out the mud guys. I like playing with them guys now. In real life, if you can give me two niggas that's willing to do whatever to die on this basketball court and I ain't gotta do it, nigga, sign me up. Just give me two other niggas that know how to play basketball, but them two definitely can come play with me. So I never want to like discredit them guys. You feel
Right.
me? But I do think like offense matters because them two lunatics that I got playing defense, they gonna play defense real hard one time. Somebody gonna score. It's gonna be and one, and it's not gonna matter how good of defense you just played.
Right.
Like that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. Like you said, I feel like when them like the crash out Santown Red, you rather have him on your team than go against him for sure because you know he gonna
Man,
die.
just tell you.
He's gonna go 100%. But if he's guarding somebody that's in flow state like a Kevin Durant, it's nothing he can do.
Not a damn thing.
Like you said, we hear it all the time. That was a great D, but better O. I just feel like do you think not even so much like which one matter more? Do you think these two kind of have an issue as far as like how it went, and they try to subtly jab at each other through those things? Like,
Yes. Yes. I think that's it. I'm not even gonna get into who started, but yes, I do 100% think that. I think they both got issues with each other that are not fully resolved. I think they kind of got over it. Like, all right, bro, we're not on the same team, bro. I ain't really gonna talk bad about you. If somebody asks me about you, whatever, that shit over. But I do think it's still like triggers them both. When you start talking about certain shit, I do think it triggers them both. Now I could be dead ass wrong, and they could not give a fuck. It is just how they are. You know, KD's gonna respond on Twitter, and Draymond is just not gonna let people say certain things that he don't think should be said. So, you know, that could just be who they are. They could neither one of them could give a fuck. But I do think that there's like, nah, we don't really fuck with each other like that. We're not gonna just publicly come out and do all that. But yeah, I don't
It's
think they fuck with each other.
with that situation for sure. That's why I told my partner, I said, I'm whenever the Rockets and the Warriors play, I'm glued to it for sure. But I feel like it was a great topic. I feel like ain't nobody better suited to really have that debate between like offense and defense than those two because they play on the same team and they can kind of tell it from a different aspect.
Mhm.
So that's just a great conversation. I can't say which one I think matters more. I feel like you want to have a mixture of both. I think if you look at every championship team, most likely they probably was top 10 in both efficiency wise.
Yeah,
I know last year I think the Thunder had like a historic defense or whatever, or something like that, but they also can get buckets. So I
agreed.
think they're both. I think I had seen the post you had retweeted. It was like, okay, let's put 5 Avery Bradley, Drew Holiday versus KD and like 5 bucket getters. Like, I feel like when it's a mix like that, of course the offensive team gonna like, come on, they gonna get a stop more often than the other team gonna score.
Agreed.
Like, you gotta have a good mix. But I don't know, bro. Draymond is Draymond, and like you said, KD gonna rebuttal. He gonna say something back every time. So it's just like, and I still feel like that the way it ended, they ain't really. It's gonna be a documentary 10 years where they sitting down like explaining some stuff that we don't really know now.
Right.
That kind of ended on sour terms, but it is what it is. I just feel like
No,
that was a.
agreed.
But yeah, man, we reached that hour mark, 7 minutes after the fact. I feel like that's great timing for all these topics we just gave y'all, man. Like I said, I don't know what day I drop it. The video, what's today? Monday. So maybe I edit up, drop it tomorrow, and then Tuesdays, y'all can just expect to see those on Tuesday. Like I said, he gonna have the NFL live stream on Thursday. We're gonna be joining in with them, getting y'all the NFL side of things. Next time, well, I don't know. Like, we ain't even got no official name for this collab. We ain't even got no intro. I'm gonna have all that next time. You know, y'all
Mhm.
bear with us. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Follow us on social media. I'm gonna drop all that down in the description. Uh, appreciate you, my boy. I'm gonna check out that YouTube collab so we can get this thing officially rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.